You come here once a week, and I do a different topic. Many people in the group get pumped up. Oh, they're pumped up. They go out of here and they go, oh, I love my table mates, and that was a good presentation. I'm going to be so good. And then today and tomorrow during the day, good, good, good. Friday night, you go out with your buddies. Saturday, Sunday, and then you say, I blew it. Has anyone ever done that? I think perhaps, yes. We have to change our mindset in order to think about food and exercise as different, as healthier. It can be done, but it has to be done as a habit consistently over time. And over time, you might zig or zag. You might gain a few, lose a few, but as long as you keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. We need to find other things. Like if you wake up in the morning and your first thought is, what am I going to eat today? Does that say more about your life, your addiction, or if you are going to go to a party and you're worried, I'm afraid to go to this party. I might be bad. Have you dealt with your relationship with food? Now, you might look at me and say, well, I'm not you, Ellen. Are you kidding me? I have such a problem with my relationship with food. I have a problem with it. I'm the one who's afraid to go to a party. I won't even go to the hoolie. I won't go to the hoolie because I'll go to the hoolie and I'll be good, good, good. And then after an hour or so, I'll say, you know, maybe I'll just have one beer. One won't hurt me. Then I'll have a beer, and that'll taste so good. I'll say, two, that won't hurt. An hour later, I'll be on the dance floor 20 beers in, because that's what I do. So you might say, does that mean, Ellen, you'll never go to the hoolie again? Maybe someday I can. But what it does mean is I tell myself from January 1st to Memorial Day, no drinks, none, not a one. And I don't, because that's what I told myself I was going to do. Somebody could say, here's a bottle of Dom Perignon. Would you like a toast? And I'd say, no. You have to say to yourself, it is January. I don't need to have ice cream, potato chips, donuts. I'm going to have a donut on August 1st. Then you have one. You have to make plans. You have to say to yourself, my bad habit is sitting around watching TV at night. I get home, I'm tired, I don't feel like exercising, but you know, maybe I can change that habit by just limiting TV and maybe exercising. No, you're not going to do that. How about this? Get out of the chair, and even if you're tired, move a little bit, move a little bit. You can get exercise no matter what, but you have to do something. There are people who weighed in tonight, and they said, I was very good, Ellen. I ate less, I moved more, and it's very discouraging that I didn't lose weight. You know what? If you're doing the right things, there's a benefit to that too. You'll breathe better if you're moving more. It's not always going to be. Some people say, I go, how are you? They go, well, I'll tell you in a minute. Meaning after they weigh in. And I say to them, our weight does not define our happiness or how we're doing. But I'm the first one to say, when I lose weight, I'm like, yippee-ki-yo, you know, it does feel good. So, we need to build a support group. Oh, wait a minute, we have one. We have a support group right here. Some tips I can give you is pick one habit and concentrate on it for 30 days. Let's say your habit is every Friday you have pizza and wings. It's just what you do. Say from January 10th until February 10th, no pizza, no wings. 1 month. Can anyone here say, I can go 1 month without pizza and wings. Can anyone go 1 month without pizza and wings? So you say 1 month, and then maybe you'll have some. And then you say, I'm going to go 1 more month. You build good habits by taking a 30-day time frame. Also, after I mentioned to my friend about smelling the milk, and I said, you're smelling the milk in my house? I mean, we just bought it. It's brand new. Now, what I notice he does when he comes, he's one of our best friends, is he wants to so bad smell the milk. He does. But he knew that I called him on it. So he'll do this. He'll pick up the milk and he'll be like, I can see him visibly doing it. Oh, I want to smell this. I want to smell this. I want to smell this. And then he puts the milk on his cereal. He wants to smell it so bad, but guess what? He controlled that habit because I called him out on it. You know, one time someone said to my sister, every time you laugh at the end, you go, ha, 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 ha. And she goes, oh, no, I don't. No, I don't. Then she started listening to herself, and every time she laughed, she went, uh-huh. And just because that person mentioned it to her, she was conscious of it. Maybe you need to say to your spouse, if I, like, start to eat some chips or ice cream, could you say something to me? I knew that would go over big with it, bro. I knew that would go. How about we make a deal that we say it to ourselves? When we start justifying, I had a busy day. That's the biggest justification. I had such a rough day, rough. I am just going to eat unhealthy and not exercise. I don't know about you, but when I have a rough day and I'm in the saddle, when I'm in that saddle and I'm eating right and exercising and praying, I feel good. I really feel. Does anyone feel good when they're eating right and exercising and yes. We need to replace the lost needs. So, you know, I was a big smoker. Everything I did big. 3 packs a day, you know, and then I remember when I was pregnant for my first daughter, you know, and people said, oh, you really shouldn't smoke, you really shouldn't smoke. And I knew I shouldn't, so I hid it. I was in the bathroom. And I'm not saying that we haven't hidden food. How many times you take that little napkin and you put it over that donut and you put it aside and it's there and it's going, eat me please, no! We need to say to ourselves, no. No, no, no. And sometimes learning how to say no or no thank you. Today was someone's birthday. In our department, not 1, but 2 cakes. One was a homemade chocolate one with hot fudge drizzled on it. The other one was your traditional store-bought bakery one. I didn't have any, and you know what, didn't feel bad, didn't feel one bit bad. I didn't make it, no one even noticed. I didn't say, excuse me, I'm not, did you notice? I'm not eating that cake. Did I get any credit for this? I'm not eating it. No one's paying attention because they're too busy pigging in the cake themselves. You think they're paying attention to you. If it was your mother, maybe, oh, you don't like my cake, oh, you're fat. You don't eat my cake, you're fat. So, it's not your mother. Other people usually don't notice. We need to just pick our battles. And I said to myself, I'm not going to have this cake, but on June 25th, I'm going to have a honker carrot cake from Biscotti's because that's my birthday, and that's the cake I'm going to have. You play these games. We need to pick one habit at a time, sweet Jesus. Don't try to change yourself into a perfect Stepford person overnight. We need to kill those bad thoughts. We really, really do. Because there's so many times that a couple people said it tonight. I was not going to come to the meeting tonight. As a matter of fact, Ellen, I was going to quit. I was going to quit, and I was preparing my speech to you about why I was going to quit. And as I was preparing my speech, there was another person over here being you. And I was saying, ah, blah, 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 and you were saying, and then they went through the whole dialogue with what they were going to say and what I was going to say, and at the end of it, they just came. Because they knew it was in their best interest to continue to come. I am just like you, a person who struggles. I only do it, the facilitator, because no one else wants to. If anyone here came to me afterward and said, Ellen, let me lead the meeting next week, I would say, absolutely. I am not an expert. I'm your friend who cares about you. Here's the biggest word. It's a C word, consistency. Anyone can have a good week and say, I can do this, boo-boo. Did you have a good month? How about a good session? How about a good year? How about a good 5 years? By 5 years, I think I can finally say this. I will never weigh 300 again, ever, ever. There was a time where I said, maybe I will. Maybe if I quit PO, maybe if I didn't do the group, maybe I'd weigh 300 again. I truly believe I won't. Guide to healthy eating habits. Someone did it very good on the weight loss, having a little trouble with the water. Now, I brought in one time, what are those things called, Bobby, that I put in the water that's got sucralose in it?
The little caps?
They're the little packets that cost, there's 5 calories.
I can't remember.
Like Crystal Light, but
It's like that, though.
It's like it, but it doesn't have aspartame. I can't have aspartame. It's got stevia or something in it, and it doesn't seem to bother me. I find if I put a 5-calorie little packet in my water, it's easier. It's a goal we're trying to achieve. If you're getting up 5 times in the middle of the night going pee-pee, you don't want to do that. Have more of your water in the morning, not so much at night. Work on that. These are things we're doing over time. Protein. Now, for the past, at the end of the session, I figure most people really know what they're doing, and I'll write good or a little comments. But these first few weeks, I'm going to be studying your logs, like you're going to get a quiz on it. So I want you to make sure that you're putting everything down. This is a good article. Avoid the salt. Don't skip breakfast. And then I even put an article in on the Weight Watchers low-fat taco soup, which to me is one of the best soups ever. Be careful though, we buy everything low sodium. If you don't look at the sodium, this can really retain your fluid. Buy low sodium products, it's great. Also, I put a little article in here this week on mall walking. I know, Al, you go mall walking every day, right? Al? Or is it Norm that goes mall walking?
Twice a week.
Twice a week at the mall. Also, Al and his daughter and family went snowshoeing. Snowshoeing. It's a perfect weather. Well, at least it was. I think we're getting some good weather. But look at this mall walking exercise here. So read this over. And then I'm going to play the song, Bob, because I want plenty of time for the small group. Yes. One of the reasons why I picked this song